Jock Journal Radio. Jock Journal Radio brings you NFL Talk Late Night. Just two hardcore fans talking football after their kids have gone to bed, and they invite you to join our conversation. If there's a hot topic or even a cold topic, these chumps will be drawing it up every night. So leave those nudie sites alone and call us. And if you're lucky, they might give you my number. NFL Talk Late Night from Jock Journal Radio.
Happy Friday, Jock Stars out there in Radio Land. I hope you're all listening, and I hope you're ready for a jam-packed show, as I got Javier here with me, who's going to be doing a whole bunch of picks all the way through this show. But before we begin, let's go ahead and get the introductions out of the way. I'm Nash.
And I'm Javi.
And you're listening to NFL Talk. So, guys, here's the deal. We have lots of ways to get a hold of us, and we're going to be updating a lot of those things over this weekend for Jock Journal Radio's kind of a relaunch program through the Spreaker situation, as well as our app. It's now going to be a way that you can listen to us live right from your phone anywhere in the U.S. as long as you have your phone with you, just with the use of an app. And that app hasn't gone fully live yet. It's not the Android store, so don't run over there and try to check it out. It's just not there. But sometime this weekend it's supposed to launch, and we hope that you go ahead and download it so that way you can listen to us anywhere you are. We have 6 hours a day of radio programming, plus all the news and information that comes to our sites. This is the best gift you can give the football fan, and not only that, it's free. So I encourage you to go in sometime this weekend, take a look around, and see if you can find our app at the Google Play Store. It's also available on Apple, but it's going to take a couple of weeks for it to fully get to available of a launch at that point. If you want to know how to get it on Apple, all you got to do is text the show at 77948, and I'll tell you how you can get this on your Apple iPhone. Text us at 77948, type the word text, and just type the word Apple. And I'll know that's what you want. So let's go ahead and also get out the phone number while we're at it, so that way people know how to get a hold of us, and those questions aren't in the middle of our episode. And most people already know it. Most people even have it saved in their phone. But in case you don't know it, it's 405-562-5463. Okay, so Javier, are you in that festive mood? Has it hit you yet that Christmas is literally right around the corner, that a week from this moment, Christmas will have been essentially done?
Damn, dude. Oh, I'm ready. Like I was telling you, as we were talking off the air, I'm going to Mexico, so I'm ready to get out, be living on Christmas Eve, and my Christmas is going to be about 85 and sunny looking like.
Nice, and that's beautiful. I'm so happy for you. You got the best setup ever. It really is. What are you gonna be drinking?
Well, I'm a beer man mostly, so I mean, whatever they got down there, cerveza. I'm talking. Let's see, I love Pacifico. That's a great beer. Modelo Negro is a great beer down there. Those are probably my top two Mexican beers. Or, if you want to get real down and dirty and cheap, just pop open a Tecate and just pour some wine in there. Damn, dude, that's all I need on a good Christmas.
Nice. And I think, honestly, that sounds like some good holiday drinking. However, I tend to think of like the traditional holiday drinks, like the butter rum or the, what's it called? The butterscotch drops, or that minty drink that I forget what it's called. It's like a mint Kahlua.
Oh, mint julep kind of.
Yes, it's a mint Kahlua. It's used with a candy cane, where you actually put the candy cane in there, and it's a warm drink. Eggnog.
Oh, I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's hard to explain. I guess what we need is an arsenal of Christmas drinks, don't we? I mean, I need to know how to make some of the best Christmas drinks. Right now, I'm literally sitting here drinking on some Elijah Craig and Coca-Cola. I really am. I literally have it right here. Listen. What's this sound?
Oh, that's the sound of goodness right there.
Exactly. This is what makes me sane to be able to do this radio show on a regular basis. Okay, so I need to know what you guys feel is the best holiday drink. So I'm going to be giving out some great drinks. And if you shock me with just an utterly fantastic holiday drink, you have the chance of picking up a $50 gift card. All you got to do is text what that drink is and how to make it. If you don't know how to make it, just send me a link in the text, okay? So text 77948. 77948. And you type the word text and then the drink. Again, that's 77948, and we will read your text out to the rest of the people, and you might be giving them the best Christmas gift a person could have by giving them the drink that just settles their whole holiday experience. So that way, when it comes time for like presents or dealing with the in-laws or people that you'd rather just kill, then you just have the opportunity of just getting liquored up and enjoying a holiday time, right?
You guys, this is really more of a public service than anything else. If nothing else, this really will help. This is going to help people like Red Cross level help people.
Oh, yeah, exactly. You know what? We need to do a get the bum drunk drive. Literally, it's Christmas. They deserve their alcohol too. We need to go to the homeless shelter and start handing out free booze to these guys. I mean, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
absolutely. People are always saying, oh, man, no, that's so bad. But it's like, well, shit, man, if you got that much going on in your life, hell yeah. I mean, what's the harm, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, you give me a really good drink to make, and I'll actually put it in my thermos and take it to the homeless shelter and allow some homeless people to have a very merry alcohol-induced Christmas. So this
is just under your favorite bridge.
Or under your favorite bridge with the crack whore that's sitting next to you. You know, you can't get past that. You got to make sure that you got to pour a little out for your homies too. So I won't be offended if you're just dripping a little bit out. It's okay. I'm coming to you, homeless people. I'm bringing goodwill, good cheers in the method of Jack Daniels. So go ahead.
And that's what Jock Journal is all about.
It is. You hit it on the head. It's so true. Last night I was actually beginning to wonder if some people have forgotten what we're all about. We are about bringing holiday cheer in the grossest, most inappropriate, unpolitically correct way. Right?
And I love it.
So yeah, I'm still waiting for some of those texts to come in. They must be literally sitting there going, I don't know what to type. I really don't. Javi, get that chat room going. Get them to type in. We want plenty of people. You're in there. I'm not. So get them riled up. Get them hostile. Get them happy. Get them going.
I'm on it.
All right. So, guys, there's a lot. There are a few little things that we're going to talk about before we get straight to the things that are going on with our picks for Week 15, which are completely and totally relevant. We're not blowing them off, but there are a few things that we probably should talk about that's going on inside the NFL today. Not that it's been a heavy news day. It really hasn't. But it has been enough of a day that there are some things that we need to discuss and get the word out. First off, Peyton Manning did not practice. After coming back on Thursday, he didn't practice today, which is leaving some people to believe that he's probably not going to play this weekend. I don't know what's going on, honestly, but it does leave a question as to whether or not. Yeah, here's what I see it. I don't think it has anything to do with injury at this point. I think it has more to do with the fact that his arm is still dead, and they know that they have a better chance to win with Brock Osweiler than they do Peyton Manning, and that Peyton Manning is really just already in pre-retirement mode. At least that's the way I feel on it. How do you see it?
Oh, well, hell yeah. I mean, this was kind of how I saw it just playing out, was that he's going to have some fake-ass injury. They benched him, and then they come out and they say, oh, no, actually he shouldn't have been in there, kind of trying to save face. And he was just never going to go back in there. He doesn't give them the best chance to win. Everybody in the locker room is. They even said that after that Patriots win for the Denver Broncos, that locker room was almost like a funeral for Peyton Manning's career. So I don't think he is ever going to come back. I don't think there's any chance that he does. I think even it's going to really come up in the playoffs when he's ready and everyone's kind of thinking, all right, where is he at? That's when they're going to probably have to finally come out and say, or maybe even if he had the balls to just come out and say, you know what, you guys, I don't give my team the best chance. I'm done. You know, I've had a good career. I'm calling it, guys. I would respect him, and I can't stand Peyton Manning. I can't stand him. But I would respect him a hell of a lot more if he came out and just finally said, you know what, I don't have it anymore.
What if
instead of having a fake ass injury like this and then playing it off like, oh yeah, I'm in, I'm out. And I understand the whole plantar fasciitis or whatever. It is a painful injury, and everyone says it is, and that's true. But you know what? Guys play through a lot of pain in the NFL, and I think this is just a big ploy for him to save face and to go quietly when really he should just say it.
No, yeah, and I completely agree with you. I don't necessarily think it's a fake injury. I really don't. I think that that if anything, it's a dead arm issue, and instead of shaming Peyton Manning into, man, it's a dead arm, it's a, hey Peyton, I notice you're not putting as much pressure on that foot as you're throwing off of it. What's going on? And they basically manufactured, a bigger injury than what it actually is there. So that way he's like, man, you're right. I can't push off it because he's a warrior. People who've played with him have always said that, this guy is as tough as they come. I think that they're benching him with the ploy of an injury internally. That's the way I would normally see it, but I can't stand much of him either. It's time for you to hang it up. It really is. It's there's no point in him doing it. And if he decides that he wants to try to come back for one more year, that would be a ridiculous idea. It's just and I'm worried that he's going to try that. I
absolutely agree.
I'm scared. It would be a bad thing for the Broncos because that would really put Osweiler's career in a big issue, as well as put Peyton Manning into a really bad, almost selfish light, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, yeah. I mean, he's just the kind of guy that you kind of expect him. You even saw it like last year when they were going to try to go and ask him to take a pay cut and all this crap. He just kind of seems like the guy that makes it all about him, but he's so good. And you know what? He is classy to a certain extent. That he's going to make it all about him, but in a way that's palatable to coaches because he's so freaking amazing. So, of course, the quarterback who makes it all about themselves, and he's not the only guy. I'm sure Tom Brady does the same thing. I'm sure Drew Brees does the same thing. Russell, I'm sure these franchise guys do. I mean, because you have to have a certain amount of arrogance about you in order to have to be confident enough to do what they do. But when you don't have it, you don't have it. And,
no, you're
right. It sucks, but it's just the way it is.
You're right. And as far as not having it, another person who doesn't have it right now, and the media is totally tearing them up, is Mike Pettin. This whole comment about Russell Wilson has literally ticked off the Seattle Seahawks. And Michael Bennett had a quote today, and he says, "I don't think Mike Pettin is elite either." I think that's a kind of a funny situation that's going on in Seattle. When you start picking on one of them, I swear to God, they get on this media high horse and they start doing everything from that Doug Baldwin, Richard Sherman sort of talk about Robert Goodell from behind a Doug Baldwin cutout last year to all kinds of just weird things. And this is what happens when Seattle gets high on their horse and they start playing with that chip on their shoulders, is used to get some really entertaining crap out of them. And right now,
I love Michael Bennett.
Yeah, he's a weird character. He really is.
He is.
And what he says here, and I love this, right? Bennett says, obviously he's not good at picking quarterbacks. Because, we already know right there that the whole thing with Manziel and everything. And Bennett says, maybe he doesn't know what elite is. I think that Russell Wilson is very